Hey, sports fans, this is Larry Eater. Each day during the World Championships, we'll provide a preview for you of the 2025 Tokyo World Outdoor Athletics Championships from the National Stadium. We're doing these previews from Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin, and Indianapolis, Indiana, on September 7th, just before the Worlds. I leave on September 9th. This will be my 15th World Championships, and I'm being supported and sponsored by Nike Running. Special thanks to our friends Brett Holtz in sports marketing and Tony Bignell in innovation in Nike Running. I've worked with Nike since 1985. I'm really happy with the new shoes they've got coming out, the Vomero 18, the Vomero Plus. The Pegasus Plus is a perfect running shoe for high schoolers, and I really encourage you to check them out at NikeRunning.com. But please, 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 when you look at Nike running shoes and other running products, go to your local running store. Support the important part of our culture, Nike retail running stores and the specialty running channel. It's very, very important. This is on RunBlogRun at runblogrun.com. This will be my 15th World Championships. And again, thanks to our friends at Nike for getting me to Japan. Talk to you soon. Hey, sports fans, Larry Eater here. This is Conversations with Larry, preview of the Tokyo World Athletics Championships 2025. This is day 3. That would be 15 September. It's a Monday, baby. All right, let's start with the morning session. Okay, hold on. Larry needs a little bit of, you know, coffee pick me up. All right, so we're going to start at 8 a.m. It should be a lovely chill 70 degrees at 8 a.m. on Monday, the 15th of September, when they start the men's marathon. Now, the challenge with the marathons, the world champs, is you never really know who's going to show up from some of the other countries. The course, no matter what it's going to be hot and humid. This is going to be a tactical race, but there are going to be some people who run like bats out of hell on that course. So it's Japan, and there'll be 500,000 people in Tokyo watching the marathon on the streets, baby, totally digging it, right? And Nippon Television is going to do a splendiferous job. You'll be able to watch it, I think, on Peacock and NBC. Remember, they actually do track and field outside of the Olympics. Not much, right? But, they do. That was just a dig. Okay. 9 a.m. The men's hammer throw, Group A. Group B follows at 10:45. Our friend Rudy Winkler. Can Rudy from the U.S. get into the medal category in the hammer throw? It is so difficult. So difficult. Who was our last? Is it Lance Deal in '96? I think it was. I was there. Lance is a cool dude, and I just got to talk to Lance recently. Lance told me that he's not coaching anymore. I said, "Well, you were a great coach." He goes, "Yeah, but Larry," he says, "I have a hard time telling people what to do. I really don't like doing that coaching thing. So if you could get him as an advisor, I think he'd be a very, very lucky human being." Some great hammer throwing this year. So it's going to be a lot of fun. The Hungarian, who was the bronze medalist, is it Bosch? I'll have to pick him up, and I'll have a note about him too. But just think about stud Hungarian, okay? Because like goulash and paprikash, baby, the hammer is given to Hungarians as they walk around at about 3 months. Okay, it's a big deal. All right, the women's pole vault at 9:05 a.m. The qualifying. Katie Moon, Sandy Morris, the Mole sisters, Amanda and Hannah, Molly Caudry. There is going to be some incredible people. There will not be Nina Kennedy, the defending champion. Nina had not vaulted since her big Olympic victory. The issue for Nina is some leg injuries, and she just on her last workout, her last workout before Tokyo, she strained a muscle, so she had to pull out. The final event of the morning is the women's 400-meter hurdles. Um, Femke Bowl is it's her event to win or lose. I think here's my take on Femke Bowl, and I'm really getting tired of people saying, "Well, because Sydney's not there, why do you even spend any time talking about Femke Bowl?" Because Femke Bowl is an incredible athlete. She happens to be in the same time period as Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, one of the greatest athletes of the century. It's kind of like Emil Zatopek and Elaine Mimoun in the 50s, in the 40s and 50s. But what you have is Femke Bol has changed her approach. Her coach, Laurent, is it Muley? Laurent Muley takes her from a strength background, but also really works on the technique. So Femke Bol, Anna Cockrell, in my heart of hearts, I want to see, as Stewart does, Delilah Mohammed, who has gone under 53 seconds every year for 10 years. I watched her in Rio take her gold, right? And she has been running. This is like one of her best seasons ever. And this is her retirement season. And I'm kind of like, Delia, why are you leaving us? I didn't cry, but it came close. All right, so that's the morning session. That ends right after 11:20. Okay, and then the evening session, which begins at let's see, what is that? Let's go 7:35. The men's 400-meter hurdles. Karsten Warholm, Alison Dos Santos, Rai Benjamin. I think those three separate themselves, but there's always a surprise here. And Mr. Samba, let's see if he can pull off yeah, a medal-winning performance too. So that's at 7:35. At 7:40, it is the long jump men's qualifying. Miltiades Tengdatalu, Mattia Furlani from Italy, Liam Adcock from Australia, Simon Ehammer, who is doing the decathlon as well. It could be a pretty hot long jump competition. The men's 110 hurdle heats. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, I missed one. The men's pole vault will be that is at 8:10. That will be, is Mondo going to set another world record? Is Emmanuel Corrales going to challenge him from Greece? Sam Kendricks, can he get over 6 meters? It's going to be interesting. Austin Miller, how is Austin going to do? Austin set his personal best when he won the U.S. championships. And there is a plethora of star male pole vaulters. So watch that event. That final is going to be hot, hot, hot. The first round of the men's 110 hurdles. We will see Hansley Parchment. We will see our friend Grant Holloway, Cordell Tinch. We will see Jason Joseph. There's some incredible hurdlers. It's precision. It's about precision, getting over those hurdles and keeping your speed. And that's going to be an interesting event. Followed up at 9 o'clock with the women's hammer throw final. I think the U.S. could win a medal there, possibly two. So you'll have to see if Larry's smoking the proverbial crack pipe, which is always exciting to think about, right? Um, the semifinal of the women's 100-meter hurdles, that's going to be where it really gets hot. Masai Russell, Nadine Visser, Ditaji Kambunji, among others. There is going to be some um, there's going to be some history made. The women's 100-meter hurdles may be the toughest event in all of women's track and field. Um, there's some great speedsters, but also great technicians. And it's the combo of the speed and the technique, as Ronaldo Diamaya told me at 40,000 feet going to Qatar one time. Um, let's see, at 9:30, the men's 1,500-meter semifinals. Boy, this is going to tell us a lot. Is Josh Kerr where I think he's going to be? I think it's Josh's event to win or lose. I think Neil Laroche is going to be a player on the medal podium. Um, I think Cole Hocker could win the whole thing, depending on where Cole's at and what he learned from the U.S. champs. Eric Strand, where is Eric at? What's he going to be doing? Jonah Koech, how healthy is he? How is he handling it? Philemon Koech from Kenya, the 19-year-old Wunder kid. What, and I'm using Wunder kid with the Kenyan athlete too, right? What about Philemon? So that's going to be really, really interesting. Um, then we're going to follow up with, it's not a real late night. This is really interesting. The men's 3,000 meter steeplechase final at uh, 9:55. Sufyan El Bakali. Is there any way to beat him? I don't know. Uh, uh, Thomas Rupert from Germany. How is he going to do? Kenneth Rooks. Um, I don't think Kenneth Rooks is a one-hit wonder, kids. With that silver Olympic medal, I think Kenneth is a player. Amesha Gurma, which Mr. Gurma is going to show up. Um, there is going to be some surprises in this event, and we're going to have to stay there and watch. This is going to be interesting, right? Now, why am I? Okay, so I'm seeing, so the final event is the 100-meter hurdles. This is for day 3, and it's the women's 100-meter hurdles at 10:20. Now, this one's going to be hot. Masai Russell, how fast can she go? Toby Amusan, which Toby Amusan is showing up, right? Nadine Visser. Is Nadine ready to move to the next level? Ditaja Kambunji. Can Ditaji pick up a medal in this incredibly competitive event? We're going to have to wait, kids, till September 15th for day 3. This is Larry Eder on Combos with Larry. This is the preview of the 2025 World Outdoor Athletics Championships to be held in Tokyo from September 13 through 21. This is September 15th preview.